Ghost reporting. You called down the thunder. Now reap the whirlwind.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of What's It Gonna Be today? Gonna be a StarCraft Brood War Remastered replay sent to me by Artosis. So, on the new match point, which is in the ASL 21 map pool, for some reason, somebody resurrected it, brought it back. I've got a lot of replays on this map in my backlog, man. Just search match point on my channel and you will see. So, bottom left of match point, it is Artosis' nemesis, a Protoss player named Ignorado. Maybe ignorado, like tornado, and in the top right, it is Valks, otherwise known as Artosis. So, a PVT here on match point. I know this map so very, very well. You expand down the right side or left side depending on where you spawn. It's a weird expansion pattern, man. This is your main base. This is your second base. This is your third base, a minerals only if you want it. And down here is another gas base for your fourth. And this is a fifth base. Not a lot of places to expand here. 5 bases each. And tanks right here are a major problem for Zerg and Protoss players alike. So we'll see if Artosis does that. He knows this map. He was playing back then. He was casting back then in the days when Matchpoint was a very, very hot map. Back in 2007, 2008, 2009, maybe 06 even. And so, again, Zerg has a lot of trouble on this map. So there's no Zerg player here today. Protoss, again, at a disadvantage. So we will see what's going on here with Artosis, what his plan is. Maybe there's going to be carriers. Maybe we'll see some mind control. I do not know what to expect. Tipo, a subscriber of mine, was like, dude, you have to get this replay that Artosis just played on stream. It's a banger. It's incredible. You'll need a cigarette when it's done. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's a tall order, but all right, I'll try to get it from Artosis. I asked for it, and he said, here it is. Super nice guy, Artosis, man. He said, he laughed. He said it's a funny replay, man. So... Nexus first. Are we... There's not a gateway, no, there's not a gateway. It's a Nexus first on a 2-player map from Ignorado. Are we serious, sir? Are we playing this for seriousness? Wow. So it's a Nexus first in the gate. Okay. SCV on the scout out. Artosis is playing this straight up. He's got his gas. He's got a barracks. He's not expanding yet. He's going to get a factory. He's playing this very respectfully of Ignorado. He said this is a low A rank match. So A rank is just below S rank, which is the highest rank on the Korean ladder. Well, I mean, it's the same thing on the North American ladder, but he plays on the Korean ladder for the challenge of it, obviously. And yeah, I've got links to Artosis' YouTube channel and Twitch channel in the description. If you're interested in more safe for work stuff, maybe just check out the YouTube channel. Don't worry about the Twitch channel, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, there are some objectionable and questionable TTS donations that go on a lot on Artosis' stream. And by golly, does he make a lot of money from them, so I can't begrudge him it, but my goodness, it is not a place for families. Just so you know. But yeah, check out the YouTube channel. That is where his YouTube, that's where his StarCraft content is without all of the other stuff, right? Twitch is for one thing, YouTube's for another thing, and it's cool. So, what do we got, man? Factory here. Are we going to punish this? I think we have to try, right? Is he going to punish it? I don't think so. He's not pulling the boys. He's not sending Marines across the map. He sees the double gate into a Cyber Core follow-up to the Nexus first and says, you know, this is kind of amazing, actually. What an amazing advantage here. Artosis once said a cross-spawn Nexus first against a Terran is basically an auto win. So we will see if Artosis can win this game. And if he can't, that's the reason. Okay, so now we're pulling the boys. Pulling the boys, 3 Marines coming across the map, 1 Zealot to try and stop them all. With good micro, you're not going to lose a single Marine to this Zealot, man. Look at this. Just shooting, running, shooting, running. A Vulture is here. And we lost 1 Marine, but that's it. All right, resuming wagon train across the map here. These two Zealots are like, oh boy. We're going to have our hands full here. There is a Vulture. There are SCVs across the map. Can we kill the Nexus? That is the intent of this pulling the boys thing. If you can't, you are hopelessly behind. You might as well GG out. So let's see if we can go ahead and cancel the Nexus here. Well, not cancel the Nexus. Straight up kill it. Straight up kill the Nexus. Vulture, a second Vulture here as well. SCVs, body blocking for the Vultures, for the Marines. We've got, is this a hard wall? Oh my gosh, it's a hard wall. Okay, throwing up a bunker here. Not quite in range of that Nexus. There are Dragoons now. Oh my gosh, this is an incredible build from Ignorado. Look at how great this is. He goes into Nexus first, into 2 gate and a Cyber Core. He has enough resources to wall off against the inevitable SCV train that will show up here. Bunker's done. Load it up. We've got 4 Marines inside that bunker. Pylon gonna die. Oh, it is in range. It is in range of this bunker. Excellent placement there by Artosis, but what else do we expect? He's an incredible Terran player here. And he gets to S-rank sometimes as well. So, is this Nexus gonna fall? It needs to. It needs to. Pulling these SCVs, it needs to. If you don't, you're hopelessly behind in economy, and you might as well GG. So, 33 to 39 supply. Protoss is up. 21 to 23 workers. Protoss is up, but not by a lot on either of those metrics here. This bunker just kind of shooting everywhere, just spraying gunfire wildly out of this bunker, man. Pylon down. Supply blocking the Protoss player. Oh, yeah. Zealot, come on, man. Come on. Maybe, all right. So trying to take down this bunker with a lot of Dragoons. SCVs repairing. Spider-Man kills both of the Vultures without taking down the Dragoon here. But we have repair. We have repair. We have a Spider-Man. Bam. Killing that Dragoon. Another Dragoon goes down to the bunker. The bunker of life here from Artosis. A tank shows up and says, get out of here. Your Nexus is going to die. More SCVs off the line here. Siege mode is done off of 1 base for Artosis. It is an incredible, maybe a hold here for the Protoss player, but it doesn't look like it at this stage. Probes desperately being pulled off. Bunker killing every single probe, repairing the siege tank. No! Siege tank falls. Probes down 24 to 17. And now the worker advantage for Artosis. Pylon down. Uninstall, says Valks. Nexus first on a 2-base map. What? 2-player map. Not a 2-base map. 2-player map. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Is range done for this Dragoon? I feel like he thinks it is, but can't get quite in the range of the bunker. There we go. Nexus down. Okay. All right. Man, I feel like I need a cigarette after that attack and that kill of the Nexus. Expanding behind it. Artosis. He's very angry at this Protoss player, but he stated his anger by killing the Nexus and punishing the arrogance of the Protoss. An arrogant race, says Artosis. Woof. Robotics facility follow-up here. I think he needs detection for the spider mines that are already killing stuff. But yeah, I think he's going to try to deny the natural. Denying the natural with tanks. We've got a missile turret here. No, a supply depot here. Engineering bay is done. A missile turret here would be so good. All right, trying to get this off of our front porch here. 4 Dragoons. Tank down to 2 volleys. Okay, so 1 tank down. Losing a Zealot, losing a Dragoon, and then trying to snipe the very, very wounded Dragoon here with a Marine. No, definitely not. Supply depot finishes. SCV dies for it. Siege tank needs to get a position here where he can fire back against the Dragoons that are harassing his supply depot on this side of the map. Holy smokes. Transferring down. Second factory finally on the way from Artosis. This is a scrappy, scrappy game. Okay, so no observatory. We don't need a robotics facility to take down the spider mines. We can do that with just Dragoons and excellent micro, but Reavers, yes. Reavers can take down this bunker. As long as not a siege tank in range to kill it. I think we need another siege tank here. Artosis, but it's 2 base to 1 base. From here, Artosis is going to win. That's it, unless something changes dramatically. Like maybe a Reaver drop back here that kills all of the SCVs at the natural base and evens up the worker count. Because it's 35 to 24 in favor of Artosis. There's the observatory. And yeah, look at this. Across the map. Oh, can we see this? Can we see this with a vulture? Can we see this with a vulture? No, we can't. Can we see this with this siege tank? Oh, yes we can, because he's actually trying to kill the siege tank. All right, so SCV says, ba-bam, 1 hit, and the Zealot finishes it off. No, the second Scarab finishes it off here. So tank down. I think we can expand at this point if we're ignorado. Reaver doing work here, pulling back. Artosis says, good enough. It is 2 base to 1 base. It has been that way for the last 3 or 4 minutes. I'm ahead, and I'm going more ahead here. Right here, the Marine says, trying to kill the shuttle with 25 HP. Blah. Okay, Reavers are good in the hands of a Protoss player that knows what to do with them. So, re-expanding at 10 minutes. The Protoss player. Dude, if you haven't hit the like button on this video, please do. What an incredible PBT. So, Academy, already done. Armory, already here. Charon boost. Make it a couple Goliaths. And yeah, Dragoon count here, heavy, and bam. No trace of Terran on this side of the map other than the quickly receding remains of their buildings. Again, how do they recede into the floor? When you're on a space platform? I don't know. Maybe little gaps? Maybe? Woo! What an opening. What an opening. 10 minutes and 51 seconds. I feel like this was a 20-minute game already, but nope. Just 10 minutes. Starport here. Again, Wraith is very helpful against Reaver drops. No upgrades for the Dragoons quite yet. Working on +1 now are the Siege Tanks and Vultures. We've got Charon boost on the way. We are double expanding. Look at this. 3rd base, minerals only, double expanding to catch up at this stage. So now counter-attacking with 0-0 Dragoons. 0-0-0 Dragoons. How many tanks do we have? Only 2? Oh boy, I don't know about that. We do have an observer as well up the right side. 3 siege tanks, 1 siege tank. Basically dead at this point. Yep. 2nd siege tank, 3rd siege tank, sieging up. And we have enough to take down the... Oh boy, maybe enough to take down the command center here. Reaver unloading on a siege tank. And bam, tank down. Again, inside the minimum attack range. SCVs are getting killed, trying to repair the tank. Another hit. No, SCVs just getting bodied by Scarabs right now. Speed shuttle into the main base. Oh, shuttle dies with a Reaver inside it. No, but 2nd base in a lot of trouble here from these Dragoons. Okay. All right. What's going on? Siege tank. And bam. Siege tank down. Very good. Missile turret. Wha-bam. Down as well. Command center. Not in danger. Guaranteed damage being found here by the Protoss player, Ignorado. Again, the difference between guaranteed and non-guaranteed damage is you can kill it easily. You can't kill a command center easily, but you can kill SCVs easily if you have enough Dragoons here. And now it's 45 workers to 32 workers, still ahead, still possessing a 2nd base. Here is Artosis. Ooh, control tower, eh? Maybe a drop play. Maybe some Vultures getting dropped inside the main base. I think that's a good idea in PvT. Barracks likes to do it. Sharp likes to do it. I mean, whether Terran Light likes to do it, every Terran player likes to do it. Come on. What are we talking about? Oh, did I also say I'm super excited that Shiny's back in ASL? Shiny, an incredibly skilled Terran player, man. Incredibly skilled. He got banned from ASL like 7 or 8 years ago because he wouldn't show up to events that he was scheduled to play, and he was wasting everyone's time, and ASL got pissed at him. So they were like, all right, kid, no, banned, done. And I guess this year they decided, all right, cool, you can come back. And did Shiny stop playing StarCraft when he got banned from ASL? No, he kept playing. He kept playing in tournaments that allowed him. He kept laddering. He kept being an incredibly dangerous Terran player, and I'm curious to see how he can do in ASL. I think another great Terran in the ASL is a bona fide awesome thing. Big fan of it. He was in the qualifiers for it earlier this week. Just yesterday, maybe the day before yesterday. So excited to see how he does. All right. Spider Mines being laid down here. Potential. Again, this isn't really a base you take at this point in time for the Protoss. Maybe he would. Maybe he would do it. These Vultures are like, nope, don't notice us. Packing themselves in that corner. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, the hiding. The hiding. Ah, we found you. Quick, pick us up. We were going to get picked up anyway. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Run. Not very fast dropship, but run. Dragoon checks to make sure there's not a 4th base down this way or like a sneaky 3rd base by Artosis. Nope, not one of those. And yeah, the plan was to pick up here, go inside the main base, and vulture your way to victory. But there's a Reaver here. There's 2 Dragoons. Not sure what you're going to get done necessarily. It's a lot of tanks, and then the 3rd base coming in behind the attack. So expand while attacking. One of Artosis' great friends is Day 9. And Day 9 taught me the mantra of expand while attacking. Dragoon. Headed down, making sure we don't see an expansion down there anytime soon without him knowing about it. Anyway, got double forge. Wonderful. And everything's calmed down here in 15 minutes. Just taking a breath. Maybe take a drink of water. Hydrate. Hydration's very important. Well, I've got to say, I see those memes that are like, man, when I was a kid, back in the 90s and the 80s, I would run off of like 2 sips from a drinking fountain all day at school. I'd be out there in the hot sun during recess. I'd be doing math and stuff and like 2 sips of water and I was good to go. And kids these days are hauling around like ginormous 48-ounce water bottles constantly. Like, hydration is important, but I don't know. How important really is it? Questions from Falcon today. Citadel of Idun is on the way. Protoss probably going to go expanding to a 4th base up the top left. And again, that's about it. There are not a ton of places to expand on this map. Artosis knows this map probably better than Ignorado does. Oh! Takes a spider mine hit, drop it inside the main base of Artosis here, but dude, reverse. Yeah, I mean, just sure. We'll kill supply depots, I guess. Maybe supply block the Terran. Who knows? Goliaths are out. They have Charon boost. Yeah. You get out of here. You're in a lot of trouble. Falling back. Taking what damage he could. 1 supply depot. Not overextending. I like it. Upgrades happening now, but we just saw the forge timing, so not going to be anytime soon. Zealot legs are coming in here too. And worker count is 54 to 54. Dude, the macro. The worker production here from Ignorado is awesome. He was down about 10 workers, and now he's down 1 worker. So pretty happy to sit here on 3 bases is Artosis. He doesn't have the 3rd gas, which is kind of a problem for tank production. But expanding down here to that 3rd gas would be awesome. Expanding up here to the 3rd gas would be awesome, but they're pretty vulnerable bases. And there's the probe up to the top left. Naked expand, but Dragoons did check it out earlier, so it's not really that dangerous of a position to try to expand into. So, high ground in it. A lot of high ground on this map, right? High ground here. Not as much high ground as on Dominator, but you look, high ground here. High ground here. I mean, this is just a high ground little plateau in this position. And then, yeah, just 3 levels, right? You got this level, you got that level, you got this higher level. So both players just macroing. We're in the macro stages of the game. No sign of harassment. No sign of really trying to kill the other player right now. Observer scouting. Zealots making sure nothing happens there. Scanning out. Artosis. For what? I don't know. Actually not sure what that scan was, to be honest. Maybe he scanned and killed an obs. Oh, I bet that's what it was. Oh. Sometimes I hear a scan and I take off the Protoss's vision. I don't see what's been scanned, but I think there was an obs here. He scanned his own army and then killed the obs. That's probably what it was. So Dragoon says, Terran's taking this base. I can't be on even base count. Not today. But again, the problem is if you want to get 5 bases as a Protoss, you got to take this base. And then tanks wander over here, and then your base dies. Like, I don't know what's remastered about this. The name of the map was Matchpoint Remastered, and I don't know what they've changed. Everything feels pretty much the same. We've got the rank. So I'm not sure Protoss wants to expand down here. We'll see, though. I mean, you kind of have to if you're on 4 base to 4 base against a Terran player. And that's why I kind of feel like this map is Terran favored. We will see how that pans out in ASL 21. He expands here. And yeah, this is Artosis' base. And this one is Ignorado's. So, scanning, seeing what's going on out there. Check it out. We got spider mines helping with vision there. And map control as well. We have a Valkyrie coming out from Valks. Nope, he canceled it. No, he finished it. Interesting. So a 1 single Valkyrie. How fun is that? I like it a lot. 1 single Valkyrie here from Valks. Got to live up to his name somehow, I suppose. That's one way to do it. Psystorm's on the way. This base, how long? I want to keep a timer. How long this base is going to be alive? When it finishes, we're going to start a timer and see how long it's alive because I don't feel like it's going to last very long. Every game on Matchpoint that I've ever cast, this base comes up. Terran shows up with 2 tanks, goes, everything dies, then everyone's very sad. So that's why there are Zealots here. They're parked here because if tanks roll up to this position, Zealots go, and they try to wipe it out. Which, I don't know, this Protoss player maxed out. He probably can. This macro from the Protoss is nuts. Got High Templar. Again, Storm's coming in soon, so it makes sense we're seeing some of those High Templar. Triple Valkyrie. But for what? But why? Why the Valkyries? Oh, yeah. You can't hit the Nexus from this position. What you can do is hit them tanks. Them tanks hit them cannons. Could be worse. Yeah, can't hit those cannons, even with the vision provided by the engineering bay. Maybe. Look at this. Here comes a shuttle. But then the Valkyries are like, oh, yeah? Oh, can't hit that one. Okay, so that cannon can get hit. That one can get hit, too. Look at these Dragoons. Trying to chase away the engineering bay, trying to get rid of that vision, trying to make the Valkyries a little bit less viable here at shutting down drop potential here. There's Reavers in that shuttle, man. You don't want to lose that sucker. And then look. He's going to unload tanks here. Oh, my gosh. Tanks covered on the far wall. Tanks covered on the near wall. And, uh-oh. Actually, no. Nice Reaver play. Ignorado's looking good, dude. This Protoss plays macro. His micro. This Protoss player is crushing it right now. All right. Ghosts. Ocular implants. Valkyries. And probably, possibly, nukes. All right, Tipo, you were right. You were right to recommend this game. Dude, a nuke from across this wall would be so sick. Is he going to try to move over there? He's really defending his corner of the map. And look at this. Ignorado. Dude, if Ignorado... Okay, he takes this too. That's how you win. Look at him shoving those vultures away. One makes it in. Probably could have killed... Yeah, definitely could have killed the probe with a little bit better micro, but hold on a second. Yeah, nuke silo. Bam, bottom right. Ew. Oh, we're going to see this. Are we going to see the nuke silo? Let's go. He told this Protoss to uninstall. Now he's going to nuke him and make him feel like uninstalling, which is really the way to go here. This is awesome. He's double pumping Valks. Why does he have so many? It was like, why so many Valkyries? What are we hunting here? I guess every shuttle on the map is dead at this point. But you don't have overlords you can hunt. You don't even have carriers you can try to kill because it's not carriers. Like, if you scanned in here and saw, okay, there's a fleet beacon, bam, Valkyries, fine. They can help with that, but race would be better. But, you know, sometimes we see Valkyries tried. Here goes Artosis. He's going to head down here, going to try to shut down this base at the very least. Again, like 2 tanks right here. Just end of everything for that base. It's very, very sad. Ship weapons coming in as well. He's preparing. He's preparing for something. I don't know what to tell you. Oh my gosh, double nuke silo. Where is he getting? He's just building. Okay, he's building CCs in his main solely to turn them into nuke silos. This is my thumbnail right here. Valkyries over a command center with a nuke silo and ghosts. That's it. This is the play. Also, we got in here, got to cancel on the Nexus. Siege tank sieged up. This base now does not belong to anyone. Probably should be taken by Artosis. Nuke silo finishing up. And there it is. Come on, is that a thumbnail you'd click on? You're watching this, so you probably clicked on it, right? Right? All right. We got it. I don't think Protoss has any idea what's going to come for him. We're not going to see nukes in professional PvTs. But hearing that at an A rank ladder game, you go, what is happening? Where am I? Is this real life? And then it is. And the nuke is going to land. And probes are going to die. Okay, that was like 5 or 6 probes at least. The counterattack into the third base, though. There's a lot of Protoss here. They've got 2-2 upgrades. Zealots are fighting Vultures. That's how you know they're serious business. 3-2 on the Vultures, not enough. I love the Valkyries show up. I don't know what they're trying to do here. Again, maybe you can snipe an obs. That's a lot of Valkyries for this, sir. And upgrades, too. Bet you wish those were tanks. I bet you wish those Valkyries were tanks. So, again, the Valkyries keep coming in like there's something they can do about this. And the Protoss is like, why do you have 6 Valkyries? Spider Mines, dealing with the Zealot run-ins. Sees the nuke silo. No surprise there. He got nuked. And yeah, I mean, Siege Tank wiping out the Nexus. Protoss in a lot of trouble. But natural base gone for the Terran. So trying to even it out. Wow, into the main base. Continuing to harp on in here. 136 to 137 supply. 49 to 46 workers. Artosis is trying to hold against a ton of Dragoons. Reavers are here too. I think all the Zealots are taken care of. But man, getting lockdown for a Reaver would be so sick. Okay, well the Reavers are dead. Never mind. Yeah, I tried to pick up and I think a turret murdered it. However, these Dragoons are still putting in work. They're going to take down the covert ops. Can't build any more ghosts until that thing is replaced. Going after an upgrade too. That's going to be a +3 vehicle armor. That's going to be denied by these Dragoons as well. So this is annoying. That armory is not doing anything except maybe, you know, it could help. He really wants to keep that one armory, but no, definitely not. Not allowed. Not with this many Dragoons in here. Not with the upgrades they have. And finally, tanks siege up and deal with these guys. 5 kills, 7 kills, 4 kills. And they're paying for it. They're doing great. Man, ghosts are really bad against Dragoons, but the siege tanks are here to help, so GG. All right, so look, problem here for Ignorado is that he's casually on 4 bases to 4 bases, and I know this doesn't exist right now, but it's going to exist soon. Bigger bank from the Protoss, but he doesn't have this, and he doesn't have this. He loses the game in the current game state. You're going to try to swing down here with 3 shuttles. High Templars, Zealots. Turrets, wiping out every shuttle as it comes in. High Templar trying to get a couple kills. 2, 3, 1 tank and a couple SCVs is fine, but not exactly game-changing at all. Natural base is coming back. I don't actually think this is worth it, except for the gas. Yeah, for the 2,000 gas. That's why we are replacing that natural base. Are we long-distance mining with a tank here, sir? This probe just has no sense of self-preservation. Look at this. 35 probes to 42 SCVs at 27 minutes into the game. What a banger of a game. We've had nukes. Again, I don't know what the Valkyries are for. Unless they're just deterrent. Wow, 22 kill siege tank, though. He dies, but he dies with honors. I keep looking at these bases because that's what matters. I don't care what's going on over here. Production capabilities are great. Macros continuing to be amazing for the Protoss. But if he doesn't have the 12 o'clock or the 6 o'clock, he's dead. I mean, there's probably a catchier way to say this. If I was an elementary school teacher, I'd probably come up with a better jingle, but no, definitely not. Do you want to come up this ramp? No. Maybe another drop inside the main base would be a good idea. You tried this earlier, but ow. 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 And again, the Valkyries. He's got to sack these Valkyries at some point, man. He's giving them a +2 attack. Is this just styling on the enemy Protoss? Is this just like, look, man, I'm making worthless units. Just so you know that I'm doing it. Just so you are aware that I have Valkyries. And I don't need them, and I'm beating you anyway. This is just making the Protoss feel bad. Again, it all goes back to the Nexus first. And the disrespect. Siege Tank's got 5 kills. Again, a good life. Not 22, but we take those. And yeah, high ground Siege Tanks, Spider Mines everywhere, Vultures if the Zealots want to run in. This is just a nightmare for the Protoss at this stage. And again, the Valkyries, I guess they can provide some vision. They can provide a little bit of vision here. Snipe, snipe. Right, all right. High Templar almost dead. 1 remains. Enough energy for almost 2 storms. If my math is right, and my math is usually wrong. Yeah, mined out, mined out, mined out. Soon to be mined out. There's a ticking clock on this game. Artosis doesn't even need to take this base to win. He just needs to make sure this doesn't happen and this doesn't happen for the Protoss, and that's it. So here we go. Maxed out Protoss army charging up 1 ramp and then possibly 2 ramps. It's a lot to ask. The Zealot count is not very much. The tanks have +3. The Goliaths are in here doing stuff too. And yeah, these 3 Zealots. Okay, these 1 Zealots, 2 Zealots in the front. need to get out of there or they're going to die. And they do. So look, Protoss says, maybe I can take this space. Maybe I have some hope. Maybe there is hope in my cold, dark soul as a Protoss player. And look, these views do not represent Falcon Paladin or its management. I'm just kind of channeling Artosis right now because I know how he feels about Protoss. And he feels like that. The dark heart of the Protoss is wondering if it can actually get this space, if it can win this game. And Artosis will say, no, uninstall. Get out of here with all your ridiculous Nexus first, underhanded, easy to shut down shenanigans. Nobody likes that play here. Not on this ladder. Not in this StarCraft. This is my StarCraft. Lockdown's on the way. Sure. At this point, your lockdown targets are going to be shuttles, dragoons. That's it. We don't have any more targets. I don't think there are any more Reavers remaining. Locking down a shuttle that contains 4 High Templar and killing it would be pretty rad, though. As far as plays go, that would be awesome. Dude, the nukes. How many nukes does he have? He's working on 2 more nukes. He's got one down here. So he's working on having 3 nukes here pretty soon. I think maybe Artosis wants to take this base. Protoss is still too afraid. Nope. He has couraged. He has screwed up his courage, I believe is a Shakespearean phrase. Coming from both directions, the Protoss is charging up the hill. And then a nuclear launch gets detected in all of this chaos. Okay, I guess. Sure, where do we think that nuke's gonna land? It wasn't that guy who was nuking, tell you that much. But where? Oh! I don't even know where that ghost was. What was that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like 15, 16 Dragoons died to that 1 nuke. How? How do you connect on that? You're Artosis and you are a god at StarCraft. That is how you do it. That is how you do it. Dude, 143 to 137 supply. Protoss is down. He was in a position to maybe win that game if he doesn't eat that nuke. Absolutely crazy play. Maybe play of the year here. With the nuke in a ladder game against a Protoss killing that many Dragoons. Command center down, base mined out, minerals only, who cares? This is getting a little bit scary though. But Protoss doesn't have any more money. He's got enough money to build a Nexus, or he can make a couple more units. What's he going to choose to do here? I guess he's still mining from the top left. So he's not completely out of cash yet. They get stymied during this attack. Again, a narrow choke to attack into. Tanks are there. Vultures are there. You're going to have a bad time. Man. Yeah, +3/+3 Vulture is going to beat every Zealot known to man with a little bit of good micro, which Artosis is definitely capable of. And again, I don't know that the Valkyries have done anything. They have dissuaded Vultures from coming in here, I guess. Look, Vultures dissuaded shuttles from getting in here. Like, right? Because that's what Gateway Man wants to do. They don't want to attack over open ground. They want to drop on you. But if there are 6 Vultures parked over here with +2 attack, your shuttles die before they get in range, and it's a waste of everything. So he has to attack over the ground. Is this the new meta? Is this the new meta? Has Artosis broken open TVP for all of us? Maybe. Maybe he has. Alright, man. SCVs dying galore here. This base is going to die. The nuke silo might actually die as well. It doesn't have a nuke at it, so it's not a huge loss. Oh my gosh. Vultures sneaking their way down. They're going to kill this base. They're going to kill it. Nah, I don't know if they have time to do it. They don't have time to do it, so no. But they can knock the shields off of it. This base is dead, but again, it's mined out. Artosis, 3,000 minerals, 700 gas. Can expand to the top if he wants to. Hasn't shown much indication that he wants to do it. He could just lift the command center off and take that base at any moment. But he's not doing it. Probably, well, do you want a calm sat? Do you want the nuke silos at this point? Is he doing it? Yeah, brings an SCV over and says, we're going to take this base. If you want to split the map in half, I'm fine with that. That geyser has 1,000 minerals on it. This mineral patch has probably 200 minerals on it. Who cares that you killed that? Who cares that you killed this? These are acceptable losses. You do what you need to do. This command center, oh, that was running and gets found and sniped by all of these Dragoons. So big probe transfer. Just as this base finishes mining out, this base comes online. Well, pretty close anyway. Do not send those probes back out there. I'm afraid for them. Although, Ignorado does have it covered pretty well. It's going to be 34 probes at one base, which is oversaturated. 13 SCVs remaining for Artosis after losing the natural and the third and the fourth. He's down a lot of SCVs, actually. 323 upgrades. That's a 14-kill Dragoon. I don't care if they're all spider mines. That's a big double-digit number kill count for a Dragoon is awesome. Look at these SCVs. It's not all of them, but it's a bunch. They are very, very sneakily coming up. They are protected by tanks. Good positioning by the tanks there, making sure those SCVs are not unescorted at all as they go up there to this base, which doesn't have a command center at it yet. So, yeah. Actually, yeah, grabbing the command center that has the ComSat station on it. He still has a ComSat. Thing's got enough energy for a scan. If DTs arrive, we have spider mines for that too. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Observer pokes in, sees the Valkyries, and says, ooh, I don't like that very much. So yeah, splitting the map in half, right? Well, I guess Protoss was up here to take a bunch of minerals off this base. Yeah, 900, 900, 1,000. So what do we got? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like 3,500 resources probably knocked off of this base from the Protoss. That is an interesting amount. That might actually be enough. More ghosts being produced? Sure. 13 SCVs versus 34 probes. Again, it's not as much of an advantage as you'd think because you can't oversaturate a base, and some of these probes are just sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting to mine something. So they're not providing any income while they wait. But, oh gosh, Valkyries wiping out the shuttle. A storm drop attempt there. Maybe, yeah, one SCV died. There were 13, now there are 12. But that's 2 High Templar and a shuttle for 1 SCV death. Not a good trade. Not a good trade at all. Protoss is all over this high ground, causing all sorts of issues. We'll look at Artosis' vision for a minute here. Cloak, okay, Ghost Cloak on the way. Personnel cloaking, not personal cloaking. That is spelled personnel cloaking, intriguingly enough. A Valkyrie dies, but the Valkyries have done their job today. You cannot send shuttles into a tank position if there are 6+2 Valkyries hanging out there. Your shuttles will die. Everything in them will die. Again, this is not a good position. We saw this. We saw Protoss try to come through this choke earlier, but not ideal. Not really the way to go here. Spider Mine's thinning that Zealot count out, and once the Zealots are gone, the tanks siege up, and nobody's happy. The Valkyries are like, do you have anything up here? Obs gets killed. Can't see the Spider Mines anymore, can you? And the tanks are just ruining everything, and the shuttle is alive. But you can't. It's very scary to keep stuff in shuttles here, and the tank count is too high. And Protoss has got to fall back. Still mining? Sure. Sure he's still mining. Why not?
Nuclear launch detected.
Oh, no. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, he sees that. Probes evacuate. Get out of there. Get on out. And actually, not all of them get the memo, so that's like 6 probe kills. Nexus down to 200 hit points. cannons down, locks down the obs, and trying to kill it. Doesn't matter. It's locked down. It can't do anything to harm you, but killing it is a fine idea. And now we're sniping probes with our ghost. Let's go. Or are we? Are we going to nuke again? He's waiting. He's waiting for an available nuke. He's got one. And there it is. Uh-oh. You have detection? Do you have detect? Protoss! Protoss, no! Yes, he has an obs. He's hunting. He's looking for the ghost. He's like, where is it? Everybody dies. The Nexus dies. The probes who are here died. Some of them are evacuated out of there. But what a connection. Artosis 2 huge nuke connections in one game on match point in 2026. What a year this is going to be if this is how it's starting out, man. If this is how it's starting out. More nukes on the way. I don't know why the Protoss didn't just leave at that. Why did he not just leave at that one? I would have left if I was him. Is APM still here? Yeah, that's it. GG, Artosis gets the win. I gotta go back. I must see what was the Protoss player looking at. Where did he think the ghost was? Uninstall. There's the uninstall. There's the dudes. Here's Nuke 1, which is awesome. But again, the probes recognize what was happening.
Nuclear launch detected.
Here's the sick lockdown on the observer. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. Protoss view. Comes down here. Can't see the ghost.
Nuclear launch detected.
Can see the nuke dot. Can't see the ghost. The observer is coming. Oh my gosh. Is the observer speed not done? Can't see the ghost. Can't see the ghost. Looking for the ghost. Looking for the ghost. Can't see the ghost. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, man. I mean, Artosis. Maybe game of the year for him already. Woof. I mean, that's it. We're done. We are GG'd. We're out of here. I mean, the second nuke comes in and the Protoss goes, wait, what? You have more of those? You saw how many nuke silos he had?
Nuclear launch detected.
High Templar getting sniped too, and that's it. Is Artosis waiting for this nuke to land? Nah, he just gets out of there too. Woof. And again, I don't want this to escape attention, but dude, Valkyries to counter the shuttles dropping on your troops from Gateway Toss. Is that the new meta? Is that Artosis' new meta? I feel like it is, and I kind of feel like it's awesome. Because how do you deal with it? Right? You can't do anything about it as Protoss. The Dragoons can't reach them if the Valkyries are intercepting from distance as the shuttles come in. Thumbs up for that. I don't know. I want to see a pro PvT where a Terran player tries that. I want to see Light try it. I want to see Shiny try it, right? Back in the ASL after years and years. But that was awesome, man. This started with a cross-spawn Nexus first on a 2-player map. That was punished. That Artosis rode to victory. Denying this base, and saying, hey, that's how you win as Terran. You deny these bases against Protoss and against Zerg, and you win. We will see some really nice Terran wins. Oh, that's what it is. They're trying to help Terrans in ASL 21 by bringing this map back. A ridiculously Terran-favored map back in the day. It still is today, obviously. Nothing has changed in the game to make it not favored for Terran anymore. Let's see how that goes. Anyway, woof! Yes, Tipo, I do feel like I need a cigarette after that game. The nukes. Just the nuke. The connections on the nukes. Ridiculous. Ridiculous tough. 217,000 to 210,000 points in favor of the Protoss. He lost with a higher score. Tough. Outproducing the Protoss here by about a 2-1 ratio. The outkill by the Protoss was not nearly that much. Structures raised 44 to 26, and the outspend by the Protoss simply not enough in a 40-minute game. This is like a 11. Hang on, do some math, Falcon. 8. It's like an 8,000 resources difference. Not going to make it happen. Again, it's hard on match point. It's very hard on match point. Oh, man. What a fantastically great game that was. Thanks again for recommending me to that Tipo. Appreciate ya. And thanks, Artosis, for sending it over. Again, please check the description for his YouTube channel and his Twitch. And that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.